What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to be checking out some awesome battles here from XehrFelrose. So shout out to him. Thank you for submitting these battles to us. Now, he is also a patron member of the community, and he hit legend with a team that he brought to the community in the patron Discord last week. So everyone knew about this team. So many patrons have been running it and have done incredibly well. So huge congratulations on your guys' success, and huge congratulations on hitting legend. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team and these battles. If you guys do not have Regirock, try Alolan Graveler, and if you don't have Crustle, try Hypno. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. Alright, getting into these first battles here. We have Regirock on the lead versus Mew. Alright, Mew is definitely going to be a tough matchup. We don't know what moveset it does have, but man, Lock On and Stone Edge is definitely going to be putting in a lot of work. So here comes that first Stone Edge here from the Regirock. Incredibly spammy and does so much damage. Gets the first shield there from the Mew. Mew on the lead as well is going to be nice for the backline. We'll have to see what they do have, but here comes the first charge move. Are they going to shield? Is it going to be Focus Blast, Surf? What's it going to be? It's going to be Wild Charge. That doesn't do too much neutral damage right there, and here comes a Stone Edge. That Wild Charge as well lowered the defenses there of the Mew, so this Stone Edge is going to be getting the second shield right there, which is absolutely incredible. This might be a Surf Mew. Able to win CMP tie. They can easily shield right here. If this is another Wild Charge, which it is, this next Stone Edge is going to hurt. They did get a swap though into Medicham, which is unfortunate there. This Stone Edge right here is going to be doing resisted damage, and they are going to swap now into Froslass. Froslass can easily come into this matchup, go for the Avalanche right here for a lot of neutral damage. Yes, Shadow Ball will one-shot, but Avalanche as well will do a lot of neutral damage, as you guys can see. You can easily farm down for a lot of energy. Now, has to watch out for the Psychic here, but going to go ahead and let it go. They still have Crustle in the back. It's actually going to be a Dynamic Punch, which is resisted right there, and they can completely farm down. Now, if Mew comes back in, they have an Avalanche ready to go. So here comes that charge move from Mew. It may be Surf right here, but they're going to go ahead and shield. Could be another Wild Charge. It's actually going to be a Flame Charge right there. Will we see a swap out from the opponent? No, they can get to the Shadow Ball here. This is going to be one-shotting the Mew, right? That Psychic typing. Here it comes. Boom! Takes out the Mew, and the final Pokemon is going to be a Noctowl, which is going to take a lot of damage here from Avalanche. They still have Crustle as well, so this is looking to be a good game. Very well played here in game one. Yeah, that is so much damage. Easily swap into Crustle, and that is going to be a good game. Decides to go for the Grass Knot right there instead of just doing a couple more Psycho Cuts, but that's okay. This Grass Knot will do enough damage, and that is going to be a good game. This team as well, I ran it myself in a patron live stream, and it did really well for me as well. Went 7-3 with it. So let's go ahead and get into this next battle here. We got Regirock on the lead versus Jellicent. Not the best of matchups, but not the worst. You have Stone Edge there for neutral damage. If this Jellicent is rocking Bubble Beam as well, you definitely don't want to get caught shielding one of those early. So they're going to go ahead and go for Stone Edge right here for some nice neutral damage. It actually does a respectable amount of damage right there, which is great to see. We'll have to see how much damage a Shadow Ball can do, but able to get to another Stone Edge as well. Here comes that first charge move from a Jellicent. It's going to be a Shadow Ball that's going to do quite a bit of neutral damage, but Regirock really doesn't care. It can tank a move or two, and these Stone Edges as well are doing a lot of damage back. They do get a shield there from the Jellicent, which is pretty nice. Again, Jellicent does so well against the backline with Crustle and Froslass, but right now Regirock is putting in some work with this Lock On and Stone Edge spam right here. Able to get two shields again here on the lead, so they may let the Regirock go down, and might come in here with the Crustle in order to get to that Grass Knot, or maybe the Froslass there with the Shadow Ball. They're going to go ahead and come in with Froslass. Charge move now coming through. They have to respect the Shadow Ball. We've seen them throw it multiple times now, and it's going to be a third time in a row, so they do shield that, which is great. They can get to an Avalanche right here to take out the Jellicent. It is going to be doing resisted damage, right? That water typing there from Jellicent, but it's going to do enough damage to take it out. They still have a shield, have a little bit of energy, and we will see a Shadow Snorlax now come in, which is not looking good, but still, this is why Froslass is so deadly in this Retro Cup meta, is the raw damage from Avalanche here. They may swap into the Crustle, which we do see, so they are running a Vigoroth Snorlax backline right here, and Crustle is going to do really well in this matchup as well. Now, Future Sight coming through, going to be doing neutral damage here to Vigoroth, and Vigoroth's only hope is basically to get as many body slams as it can, but Cresselia right here is extremely tanky. They're going to go ahead and overload a bit on energy. Here comes that first body slam. Vigoroth has multiple loaded up. It's not going to do too much damage here to Cresselia. They can easily overload on energy, let another one come through, and all they need to do is get off 2 Grass Knots, one versus the Vigoroth and one versus the Snorlax, and that is going to be a good game. So they're going to go ahead and throw this first one right here. This is going to be taking out the Vigoroth. They have enough energy where they can probably win the race to the charge move against that Shadow Snorlax, and that is going to be a good game. So Cresselia sweeping this end game right here. And it goes to show, even if there are counters like a Shadow Snorlax there, just the raw damage, neutral damage from Avalanche and Grass Knot is going to be enough to handle it. Alright, moving into this next battle, we got Regirock on the lead versus Altaria. Very positive lead right here, very spammy lead as well. Stone Edge, man, it's so strong in this meta. Here comes that first Stone Edge to an Altaria. Again, because that flying typing, it's going to do massive, and hopefully they get some shields here. There goes the first shield. They still have an answer. They have multiple answers actually in the back. Froslass being a very hard counter, Cresselia being somewhat of a neutral matchup. But here comes the first charge move from the Altaria. It is going to be the Dragon Pulse for some neutral damage, and we do see a swap out into Kingdra. Alright, so this is kind of a tell. It might be a triple dragon team, so let's see how they decide to play this out. They're going to go ahead and come into Cresselia right here. Grass Knot's going to be doing neutral because that Kingdra is a water dragon typing, right? Water takes super effective, dragon resists grass right here, so this Grass Knot is going to do enough to take it out. So down goes the Kingdra. We might see the Altaria come back in, which we do. This is where Moonblast could really help out, but Future Sight I think will pay off a bit more against other matchups like maybe Alolan Marowak, for example, that would resist the Moonblast or the Grass Knot, but Future Sight still has to be respected. Another charge move coming through from the Altaria. Again, might be reading that this is a triple dragon team. I have seen a few myself, and they can easily go for this Grass Knot right here to try to do any chip resisted damage and maybe even hopefully get a shield from their opponent. So here comes that Grass Knot. Not able to get a shield. The opponent decides not to shield, and they're going to go ahead and bring in Froslass, and it is going to be a triple dragon right here. So Froslass with 2 shields will be able to sweep this triple dragon team. And that's a tough thing about running triple dragons. Froslass is so dang strong in this meta because there are no like Bastions, right? There's no Registeals. Froslass can absolutely shred apart a lot of teams if you give it some shields and it has some good energy. So here comes the final Avalanche right here to take out the Dragonair. Altaria is low. They still have Regirock, and I believe they still have Cresselia as well, which they do. Both are low, but that is going to be a good game. Very well played. Froslass does really well against multiple dragon teams. Regirock on the lead versus Alolan Marowak. Ideally like to see this on the lead. Obviously the backline's weak to it, but this is where Regirock is so deadly, everyone. Stone Edge is just so much damage right here. It's going to be doing super effective because of that fire typing there on the Alolan Marowak. Will we see a shield right out the gate? Yeah, we do see a shield right there. Good call by the Alolan Marowak. What's great as well is Shadowbone and Bone Club cannot one-shot right here, so they can let this go through. It is going to be a Shadowbone for some neutral damage, but Regirock honestly didn't take too much damage right there, and they can go for another Stone Edge here against the Altaria. Regirock, I said at the beginning of the week, it was incredibly strong, and it's still putting in work. They can easily bring in Froslass here, completely farm down the Altaria. Likely not giving up a shield as well. They can go for that Shadow Ball versus Alolan Marowak and have a ton of loaded energy right here. So we're probably going to see the Alolan Marowak come back in. It's going to be dangerous though, unless they have a normal typing in the back. They might have like XL Lickitung or something like that. We do see the Alolan Marowak come back in, so it's curious to see what is going to be in the back, because Shadow Ball obviously is going to one-shot right here, so they will be getting the shield. But Alolan Marowak can farm down right here and has lots of loaded energy, and this is why Alolan Marowak can be so deadly, is being able to farm down a Pokemon like Froslass. So we will see Regirock now come back in. Regirock is within range for Bone Clubs right here, so we're going to see a no shield actually from the Regirock. Bone Club not going to be enough to take it out. Hopefully we can get to a Stone Edge in time. They swap into Dragonair and fast move down. That is unfortunate here. So it's going to be up to Cresselia to close this game out. Having access to Future Sight again is going to be extremely helpful to finish off that Alolan Marowak, but this game is not over. Alolan Marowak with energy and some decent health can put in a lot of work. So they're going to have to use a Future Sight here against the Dragonair, going for neutral damage, whereas Moonblast, if they had it, would have done super effective. But again, it's a toss-up. Do you want to do neutral to Alolan Marowak, or all resisted damage while covering dragons with Moonblast, right? So Aqua Tail's not going to be enough. This Cresselia knows they have to keep energy, or keep shields there for the Alolan Marowak, who has probably a Shadow Bone and then some already loaded. So we are going to see a final race right here. Alolan Marowak versus Cresselia, 2 shields to no shield. They're going to go ahead and shield this first charge move. It is going to be the Bone Club, so a good shield bait right there, but honestly, any charge move would have been enough to take it out. Alolan Marowak going for another one. This is going to come down to the wire. Can Alolan Marowak hold on right here and get one more charge move? Will the Future Sight KO? Here comes that Future Sight, again doing neutral damage here to Alolan Marowak. Is it going to be enough? Barely not enough right here. Fast moves now, and Cresselia able to take it there in game 4, I believe. Regirock on the lead versus Crustle. Definitely ideal seeing this thing on the lead. Stone Edge is going to do so much damage, and we do see a swap into Cresselia, so we are going to see that Froslass come in right away. Froslass doesn't have to worry about any super effective damage here coming from Cresselia, but Grass Knot, Future Sight, Moonblast all do great neutral damage, as you guys can see. Plus a Shadow Ball here will not one-shot, which is why you want to go for it, because your opponent likely won't be shielding on the first one. But they do right there in that case, which is perfectly fine. Froslass can easily shield the next charge move coming here from Cresselia in order to maintain positive switch advantage and go for another Shadow Ball. Grass Knot now is blocked, and hopefully they can get to the Shadow Ball, which they do. This might just do enough damage. I think Cresselia might be able to hold on if they let it go. Yeah, it does hold on, which means Froslass can farm down right here, but it will have to give up another shield if it wants to maintain this switch advantage. Decides to let it go. Grass Knot barely not able to take out the Froslass, and we do see the Crustle fast swap in, which means Regirock can come in right here and absolutely destroy. Stone Edge is going to be doing super effective damage because of that bug typing there from the Crustle. Are we booming? Near, oh man, super near boom. They can farm down though with lock on, and the final Pokemon is going to be a Vigoroth right here, which means Focus Blast is going to be doing so much. They are deciding to swap now into Cresselia, banking that Stone Edge right there, which will do neutral. And again, we saw this matchup earlier, and I'm sure you guys have experienced this a lot yourselves. Resisting these resisting the counters and taking a decent amount of damage from Body Slam, Cresselia can take a hit here from Vigoroth. So it's going to come down to the wire right here. We may see a sack swap from the opponent. Going to go ahead and go for Future Sight for neutral damage right here. Will the opponent try to shield? No shield right there. We may see a sack swap on the Grass Knot. No, they do get to the Body Slam. Cresselia is going to go ahead and let it go. This is not going to be enough damage to take it out. It's going to be up to Registeel in order to close this game. Here comes the Grass Knot. This might be getting the final shield from the Vigoroth. And Regirock is going to be swapped in now, going straight for that Stone Edge to KO the Vigoroth. And Cresselia on the other side is very, very low. And that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Alright, moving into this next battle. Actually, I think that was the final one of the first set. Yeah, that was the final one. Able to go 5-0 in that set. Climbing up to 29-41. And we're diving right into the next set. Here we go. The Race to Legend. We have Regirock on the lead versus Medicham. A terrible lead, has to swap out right away. Going to go straight into this Cresselia, get ahead on energy. And they do draw out an XL Lickitung, which is definitely very ideal right here. Cresselia still has a very decent matchup against XL Lickitung because of the neutral damage from these Future Sights. Body Slam as well isn't going to do too much. It's extremely bulky. So here comes that first Future Sight. We'll have to see how much damage it is going to do, but XL Lickitung can take this mid-game if they decide to shield. Alright, so looking to go for another one. Not going to be going for Grass Knots right here. Here comes another Body Slam for the Lickitung. No shield yet here on the Cresselia. Body Slam's not going to be enough to take it out, but it does get it extremely low. They are deciding to go for the Future Sight right here. This might just put this within range to be able to farm down with Psycho Cuts if it lands, but it does get a shield, which is huge, and hopefully they can get to a Grass Knot. No, they're going to go for the Future Sight. The Lickitung got greedy and tried to farm down, but able to hold on right here and get to the Future Sight. Is it going to be enough to KO? It is! Able to flip that mid-game right there with the Lickitung shielding as well, which is absolutely incredible. Froslass can easily come into this Medicham, and the final Pokemon is a Crustle, which means Regirock is absolutely rocking this game right here. They are going to go ahead and go for a Stone Edge. Charge move now coming through. Might be Rock Slide right here. We'll have to see what they're running. It is going to be a Rock Slide that does a lot of neutral damage, and they're going to go ahead and go for Stone Edge. Again, this is going to do super effective damage and will boom if it lands. Nope, gets the shield, but they can definitely get to the next one in time. This is going to be doing enough damage to one-shot the Crustle. They still have Froslass for Medicham. Boom! Takes out the Crustle. Medicham comes in, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. Lost lead, everyone. Lost lead to a Medicham and won with 2 shields and 2 Pokemon still alive. Alright, so we got another Medicham here on the lead. They decide to swap into that Crustle right away. We'll have to see what decides to come in. It's going to be a Alolan Marowak. Again, this is why having Future Sight here on the Cresselia in this Retro Cup meta is very strong. We saw what it did against Lickitung, and we'll see what it does against Alolan Marowak. That is a lot of damage, everyone, and Shadow Bone is nowhere near enough damage to one-shot a Cresselia, which means they might be able to start getting shields right here. Here comes that first Shadow Bone. Not going to be enough to one-shot, and they will be able to go for a Grass Knot right here. This is going to be resisted, but will likely be getting a shield from Alolan Marowak here in this mid-game. They do get a shield, which is fantastic, but Alolan Marowak might be able to farm down. No, decides to pull the trigger on energy right here, and they're going to go ahead and shield the Bone Club, looking to get off the next charge move. This Grass Knot is going to be resisted, but it could be enough damage to take it out. Yes, barely not enough. Psycho Cuts will take it out, so Cresselia takes the mid-game there against the Alolan Marowak. We do see Medicham come back in, but they have Froslass ready to go for this Medicham. We'll have to see what is going to be in the back. Charge move now coming through. They're going to go ahead and let it go. It is just going to be a Psychic, which is a lot of neutral damage right there, but they have their own Froslass in the back, so we're about to see what Regirock can do to a Froslass. Charge move now coming through. Going to be this Avalanche. Again, does a lot of neutral damage, but Regirock, oh, it's actually going to be Shadow Ball. Regirock can hold on right there. So here comes the first Stone Edge. This is going to be one-shotting the Froslass here, or get the final shield. It gets the final shield. It's going to be a race to the next one. Regirock able to get to it in time. This is going to be doing massive super effective damage, and we have another boom in this video. Boom! Takes out the Froslass. A bit of lag right there, and then, well, actually, Medicham is pretty loaded, but it does have a shield, so hopefully they can get to the Shadow Ball in time. They can easily shield this charge move. Probably going to be a Power-Up Punch or an Ice Punch right here. It is going to be the Ice Punch, and they can get to the Shadow Ball in time. This is going to be doing super effective damage and taking out the Medicham, and I believe one-shotting as well. Yes. Boom. Takes it out. Very well played. Losing to Medichams there in back-to-back games and able to still overcome it with this team. Alright, we got Regirock on the lead versus Crustle. A shiny Crustle at that. What a flex, but this is definitely a positive lead right here. And this Stone Edge is about to hurt this Crustle. I don't know if they're prepared for how much damage this is about to do. Here comes the first Stone Edge. We may see a shield early here from the opponent. No shield. Boom! One-shots the Crustle. Diggersby decides to come in, which is not going to like this Focus Blast right here, but they decide to swap out into Cresselia and bank that Regirock. Charge move now coming through. It is going to be the Earthquake for some nice neutral damage there against Cresselia. Cresselia really can tank a lot of charge moves here. That was the Earthquake, and it's going to take 3 Earthquakes in order to take out Cresselia, which means we might start seeing some Fire Punches now come through. But Grass Knot right here does super effective damage as well. And this is just the battle of the tanks right here. Again, a no shield here from Cresselia. It is going to be another Earthquake, which is not enough to take it out, and we will see Altaria come in. Oh man, things are looking very, very good. They are able to get to the Future Sight right here for some nice neutral damage against Altaria and potentially getting a shield, which they do. They have Froslass ready to go for this Altaria, so this is going to be doing a lot of damage right here. And man, things are looking very, very good. Imagine being in this moment, being so close to Legend and seeing an Altaria come in so you can have your Froslass. This is absolutely beautiful. Gonna go ahead and overload on energy, going for Avalanche right here to one-shot the Altaria, and the Diggersby in the back as well. We'll have to see how it responds. They're gonna go ahead and surrender, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. All right, moving into this next one here, I think we might have 1 or 2 more battles. Let's see how this goes. Regirock on the lead versus Lapras. Somewhat of a tough lead right here. Positive for both, right? Surf doing super effective damage to Regirock, but Stone Edge as well doing massive damage to Lapras. So we'll have to see if the Lapras decides to shield early. decides to put up the first shield, which is good here for Regirock. Will Regirock let the Surf go through? No, they're going to go ahead and shield themselves. Surf is going to be blocked, and we'll have to see what the opponents decide to do right here. Racing to try to get to the next charge move and able to get to the Stone Edge in time. Will we see 2 shields here from the Lapras? They do get 2 shields. We see a swap, or a potential swap there into Cresselia. They're going to go ahead and let this Surf now go through, and we may see them try to get in. Wow, that did a lot of damage right there. Regirock is going to get farmed down, and that is unfortunate. Alright, Cresselia now coming in. This Lapras is loaded on energy, and Surfs are really going to start adding up. They have to eliminate this Lapras right here, and we'll have to see what is going to be in the pack. But having a 1-0 shield advantage, potentially late game with Froslass, is going to be huge here for this battler. Here comes the Grass Knot for super effective damage. That is not going to be enough to take out Lapras, so Lapras looking incredibly strong here on the lead. Another Surf coming through. Cresselia can hold on right here, but definitely needs to get rid of this Lapras as soon as they can. They do get to the Grass Knot in time. This is going to be taking out Lapras, and it's all going to be about what is in the back. Grass Knot takes out the Lapras right there. We see a Medicham come in, which is not looking good. Future Sight is going to be doing neutral damage, but able to get to the charge move. They're going to go ahead and let this go. It might just be Power Up Punch, which it is, which means Cresselia can hang on. Gets to the Future Sight right here. This is going to do quite a bit of damage, and they can easily swap into Froslass right here to start getting ahead on energy. What is the final Pokemon going to be? It's going to be a Lanoon, so things are not over yet. Avalanche is still going to do a lot of neutral damage, but Lanoon has Grass Knot, Shadow Claw, potentially Dig, or Thunder. We'll have to see what it has, but things are looking very good here for a Froslass sweep. They can easily shield this next charge move. They're going to have to throw the Avalanche pretty quickly because it is going to be Thunder right there, which means they might be rocking Dig. They're going to go ahead and throw the Avalanche right here to take out the Lanoon. And now it's going to be a race between Medicham and Froslass. Charge move to charge move. Oh no, Medicham has a charge move ready to go. Is it Power Punch? Is it Ice Punch? It's going to be Power Up Punch, which is not going to be enough. And Avalanche now is going to be coming through. This is going to be taking out the Medicham, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. So able to take it right there with a Froslass endgame sweep. And I believe this is going to be the final one here. Yeah, this is going to be the final battle. We have Regirock on the lead versus Alolan Graveler. All right, let's see how this plays out. That is a Rock Throw Alolan Graveler as well, which is definitely hurting, but Lock On here is incredibly strong at gaining energy. So here comes that first Stone Edge. It's going to do a lot of damage in the matchup. That is a lot. They're going to go ahead and swap into Cresselia, start getting ahead on energy. We do see a Mew now come in, which is definitely ideal. Mew can be incredibly tough to overcome when it has shields, and it has a shield advantage because you don't know what moveset it has, right? It could have Surf, could have Focus Blast, could have Dark Pulse. So we will see the first charge move now come through. Whatever it is, I think Cresselia can hang on. It's actually going to be a Flame Charge, which is perfect. They're going to be able to get to another Grass Knot in time. This is going to be putting a lot of pressure here on the Mew to shield. Alolan Graveler as well as loaded energy, so they're going to have to be careful with that. But can they get to another Grass Knot in time? Yes, they can. This Cresselia putting in some work here for the Retro Cup. This might get the second shield here from the Mew. No, Mew lets it go. Can it farm down? They're going to go ahead and shield right here and look to farm down with Psycho Cut. It is going to be another Flame Charge, and they can farm down right there with Psycho Cut. They're able to flip the mid game right here, and we will see the Alolan Graveler come in and throw its energy. That is very, very nice for this battle right here. Rock Blast will be taking out Cresselia, and we will see the Froslass now come in and fast move down. Oh man, swapping now into Regirock to catch the charge move right here. This is going to do neutral damage, and hopefully it can hang on. Definitely can. Not doing too much damage right there. And the final Pokemon is going to be a Dugong. That is unfortunate here. Stone Edge is going to be doing super effective damage. Froslass has loaded energy, so they will... Wow, that did a lot. They let that one go through. This is definitely going to be close, though. Hopefully, Regirock can get to another charge move right here. I think they're going to have to shield. No, they let it go. The Icy Wind takes out Regirock, and now it's going to be Froslass versus Dugong. Charge move versus charge move, but this Froslass is absolutely loaded on energy. Avalanche right here is going to be getting the final shield there from Dugong, and hopefully they can get to the next charge move. Here comes an Icy Wind. Will we see a sack swap into the Alolan Graveler, which I think is still in the game? Here it comes. Is there going to be a sack swap? They're going to go ahead and throw the Avalanche. This is going to be taking out Dugong. The Alolan Graveler is still in the back, but is extremely low. Not enough to take it out. Can they fast move down? Oh my goodness, having to throw the charge move right here to get rid of this Alolan Graveler before it did too much damage with rock throws. And Dugong right here is going to go down to fast moves, and Froslass able to sweep it there end game. And XehrFelrose able to get to Legend with another 5-0 right here, which is incredible to see. Huge congratulations, man, on hitting Legend. That is absolutely incredible. A fellow member of the community and patron supporter. Huge congrats, man, and huge congrats to all my patrons who ran his team this week. It was incredibly strong and a ton of fun to use. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team and these battles. Again, if you guys do not have Regirock, try Alolan Graveler, and if you don't have Cresselia, try Hypno. So like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.